Yo, what's going on, guys? Brian Jalbert here, the Jalbert Brothers, and we are here back today. We are live. We are talking to you guys, and we're going to talk about the #1 secret to filmmaking.
I want to jump into like how we got started. When we were younger, it was funny. When we were younger, we would start off by and we didn't know what filmmaking was. We didn't know what producing was. And
We just wanted to go out there and make stuff, you know?
so we would take our dad's camera, and we would steal it. And I remember making these little home movies in the backyard.
Yeah.
Hey Anthony, how you doing, man?
Commandos.
And we'd make these little
Morning. What's up, Anthony? It's morning over there,
morning
huh?
over there. It's cool. So it's around 7 o'clock here.
It's almost night.
And we would make these little films in the backyard. We used to do these wrestling stuff and things like that. These karate things because we were in karate. And we would make these little army movies. We'd dress up in army fatigues.
I was really into Arnold Schwarzenegger, so it was everything was I think the name of the movie was called Commandos. You know what I mean?
It was pretty interesting.
Maybe we'll show it to you guys one of these days, but for now we're not going to do that.
I do have it on my computer. I think it will go in our documentary when we make that. So, we're young kids. We didn't even know what filmmaking was. And we're running around with these fake BB guns in our backyard, producing these little films. And it was funny, by doing this, that we would edit in the camera.
Yep.
So we didn't know what editing was. There was no editing software. We're not that old, but computers were just coming out.
For us, though, we didn't have a computer. We didn't have editing software. It was just shoot, then shoot the next scene, and shoot the next scene, and shoot it in order because we had the mini DVD tapes on the camera, and it was funny. It was just funny looking back on it. We just wanted to make stuff. We just wanted to create. And it was just so fun getting out there and doing that. Is that... Long time no see, Kenny. How you been, man? It's
Kenny,
been a really long time.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in and checking us out. You doing any filmmaking lately, Kenny? So we were in the backyard, right? We're making these projects, and... it just kind of evolved. We just had fun. We just, made things happen, and it wasn't about making something great or making something fantastic. It was just having fun. We really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we would come home from school. We were young. I think we were 12 or...
Hold on, let me ask if they know this. Anybody out there know 30 by 30 kid flicks? That was such an inspiration to us. When we were younger, we would watch 30 by 30 kid flicks. I think it was on HBO. And I can't even remember what year that was. But we used to love that. And the whole reason we started doing this was we want to make this. We want to make something and get on 30 by 30 kid flicks. We thought that would be
We never did.
We never sent anything in. But we did shoot some stuff. So we went out there, we shot some stuff, and we're talking about the #1 secret, okay, to filming.
I want to keep kind of going with the...
You want to talk about the story?
I want
also,
to keep the story going,
guys, we're going to continue. So, but make sure you share and like this, and let your friends know about it, and give us some hearts. That means you love us. If you're giving us hearts and likes, we know you guys are enjoying. What's your opinion on shooting in chronological order? I mean,
love it.
I like doing it, but it depends on the script. I mean, you can't bounce around to locations and try to do that. But when I break down a script, because I do the first AD part of it, and I go through and I break down a script and I highlight everything and organize it out, when I'm breaking down a script, I try as much as I can to shoot in order, because it just helps with continuity. It helps with the actors, their makeup and things like that. So it depends on the scene. It just depends on everything. But a lot of times we shoot in chronological. House Guest we shot in chronological order, and the movie Alone we basically shot in chronological order, but it was in the location we were at. You know what I'm saying? So I like it.
Yeah, I agree.
What we were talking about. So
we're making these movies in our backyard, and it's funny, we weren't thinking about editing or the lighting or none of that stuff. We were just having fun as kids. and we did all that, and it was fun, and like he said, 30 by 30 kid flicks, and we got into music, so we got into another, I guess, art form. I don't know how we fell into that. I think Brian started doing it.
Oh, this is what happened. So I ended up getting into music with a friend of mine. So we were doing the movie thing just for fun. I got into acting. I did that for a little bit. Jake wasn't really into the acting thing, but I was doing the acting thing for, I want to say, I was doing plays and things like that. I was doing that for about probably maybe a year or so. And my friend was a rapper. He was rapping. And I went over his house, and he had this machine, this beat machine. He's making beats and stuff like that. And we would start writing lyrics. So it started out that way. We'd start writing lyrics, me and my buddy Josh. And then we started doing that, and then we showed Jake and him. And then Jake and his buddy started following suit and doing the thing. And eventually we all came together. We were a rap group. We did that for 10 years. We ended up getting signed, but got shelved. Didn't really go anywhere. Okay. So at this point, when we got shelved and we didn't go anywhere, we were kind of lost for a minute. At least I was. I felt pretty lost.
No, I was pretty lost too. I remember like laying down one night, and I broke up my girlfriend. You know how that goes. And I was feeling pretty down. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Like that was like what I loved doing. I didn't feel like no sense of purpose. I had no sense of purpose. I was like, oh, what do I do? And then, I started working at a restaurant, and I met a gentleman who was a DJ. Randy Johnson he goes by DJ Explicit now. Big DJ in the Tampa Bay area, doing big things. And the thing is, we kind of started a company. We started a company called Iris Entertainment, where I did video. He was actually a DJ, for his acting background and the music background. It kind of worked,
Yeah. So we kind of got back there. Make sure you guys like and share. Actors have to do a lot of things. What will you do? Not sure what you mean, Kenny. I don't act anymore, man. I produce. So, kind of get back to the story. We started the company, all right? I actually got into security and stuff like that, and actually that's how I know Kenny. So, we did that, right? We got the company going, and I started DJing. Jake started shooting video. We met another friend, right? And when we met our other friend, we ended up shooting short films again. We got back in love with it, dude. It was like we found it again. So we started shooting these shorts, having fun, getting back into it. And then after about a year or so of doing that, Jake was shooting weddings and building up his skills and getting good. We were like, man, we really want to make a feature film. We had no clue how to do it. We were like, I didn't know where to go, right? I didn't know where to go. Jay didn't know where to go. So we started doing research, finding out, okay, well, we did a short film. Why can't we make a feature? So, long story short, we made our first feature film, House Guest, in 2012, okay? And it was starring Alex Vincent from Child's Play 1 and 2. He's in the Chucky movies. And
what's he got going on now?
He's actually going to be in the Cult of Chucky. So if you guys want to check out Alex in the Cult of Chucky, he's all grown up now, so he doesn't look the same. Also, guys, make sure you share and like, give us some hearts, show us some love if you like what you're hearing. We're talking about the #1 secret to filmmaking, okay? And we're gonna expose that at the end. We're gonna kind of share that with you guys. Can't wait until December. Mason actually worked with us on Apple of My Eye. And I actually seen some of your stuff, Mason, your acting stuff. Dude, you're doing a good job, man. When you get a demo reel, send it to me. I'd like to see your updated stuff as far as like what you have for a reel. But what you got going on in December, Mason, hit us up, let us know. Guys, make sure you like and share the stream, let people know. So we made the film House Guest, right? Feature film. And it was just a more of get it done. Like we wanted to get something, make it, and get it done, okay? Make it happen. And that's what it was about. And that's what we did, man. And you guys can watch that actually if you want to see it on Amazon Prime if you guys want to check it out. I want to work on the next one. You want to work on the next one, Mason? Send me your demo, my friend. We'll definitely we'll bring you on somewhere, brother. See where you can fit in as far as even as an actor and stuff. We got a couple things in the works. So once some of these things work itself out, work to bring them to fruition, we'll talk to you about it. So we did the feature film. All right. Now we're like, where do we go? What do we do now? We really didn't know. We fell into a project that we had a lot of passion for because it was from our past. It was called 10 Seconds to Run. And we were going to work with this with a friend of ours.
Yeah, the thing about this one was he told me this idea. It was called 10 Seconds to Run. Was it called 10 Seconds to Run then? Did we change
the name was always good. We kept the name because the name was great. We reworked the script a bunch of times because it just wasn't working, but we made it work. And you guys can watch that on Amazon if you want to check it out.
So yeah, he had this idea, and I'm like, it just really was a really good idea. So hearing his idea, it kind of stuck with me. Like 5 years later, I'm like, hey, you want to would you sell that? We would love to make that still. And he was like, yeah, he sold it to us. He sold us the idea.
Yeah, so we bought the idea from him, okay? We had just this really rough, 30-page script. He said it was a full feature, but it wasn't. It was a short script. We got with another person. We worked it out as a movie. Movie really wasn't working. It wasn't what we wanted out of it. We wanted something a little bit more deeper and impactful than it was. The other stuff was more surface. It was like teeny bopper, like the first movie we did. And we wanted something more, that wasn't surface, more deeper. So we got with another gentleman, reworked it, we turned it into a TV pilot, which you guys can check that out on Amazon as well if you want to see it. So we got that on Amazon, and we got this project, and we shot the movie, or I call it a movie, but TV pilot, 10 Seconds to Run. Okay? Now, the secret to this stuff, okay?
What about screenwriters who want to direct or be involved in bringing their vision to life? Jack, thank you for the question. I think Brian probably has a really good answer for this one.
I'll be honest with you, man. I hate bringing the screenwriter on set. Because what happens is a lot of times they're so attached to what they wrote that even if it doesn't make sense or it doesn't work, they're trying to fight to make it work, and it really holds you up. So a lot of times when we get something, we don't want the writer on set for the most part, because it's just they're not willing to let it go. Some are, some ain't.
But he wants to direct. I think what he's saying is Jack wants to direct. He wants to write something and direct it.
Oh, I'd love that's then go do it.
I think that's what he's
saying. Go do it. Make sure you guys like and share the stream and give us some hearts if you like what's going on. But yeah, I mean, I would go do it, man. Write the script you want. Keep it simplistic. I don't know what you've done, Jack. Have you done any other features? Where are you at kind of on that? Where are you on that? Make your next live session a campfire and bonfire theme. Have a guitar and sing Kumbaya. Have a guitar, toast marshmallows. That would look pretty cool. Kathy, I'd love to do that. We might actually do that. We actually, you know what? I'm going to show you something real quick.
I mean, I can play guitar for you right now if you want. But I'm not saying I'm any good at it. But we can try to play.
Let's see if I can play one.
You don't want him playing. Try.
But we do got the guitar. We don't got the campfire. Well, I mean,
looks like a forest.
It's a forest. We're close.
A forest fire.
We're close. Give us some love for that. Give us some hearts for that. That's pretty close. So where the hell are we? What are we talking about?
So we have Kathy about the bonfire. We were definitely going to do that. Anthony's producing something called Black Ghost.
Black Ghost. That sounds really freaking cool, man. I like the B too at the beginning. So just a little tidbit I learned through the process. If you name your movie with an A, B, or C, you can get more for distro in the back end with distributors because alphabetically it'll come up closer on the top end. Just a little tidbit, but I like Black Ghost. That's awesome, dude. As I was an actor, joined producing, I have never had any training as a producer. I just jumped straight in. Same thing with me, man. I mean, it's good to learn a little bit so you understand, the process, but the only thing about that is sometimes it limits you. Because if you're taught by somebody that's a producer, you're only learning what they do, right? So your producing aspect is based on them. not just, okay, this is what I want to do. Because when I first started producing, I was actually the first AD too, and I didn't know it. I didn't know what a first AD was when I did our first feature. I just broke down the script. I thought it was part of producing. Go figure. But on the budget we were and the crew we were, that's what we had to do to get it done. But yeah, man, definitely keep doing that. Keep that jumping mentality. You know, don't be scared to jump. Don't be scared to just do and mess up, make some mistakes. That's what it's about, you know? It's all about making mistakes, and it's not really a mistake. It's just for the next one. Then you do better, right? You do better and better and better. Like I said in a Skype before, or a thing before. It's like a ripple, you know. You throw a little rock in the pond, and then it ripples out. So with each one, you're just going to get better and better and better, and that's the main thing. If you just do one, and then you do another one and another one, they all look the same. It's not going to work.
Questions going on?
It's I like it, man. I like it. Free Bird. Kathy, awesome. I'm the same as Anthony, award-winning actor, as just 17, but now jumped into the world of writing. Love it. Actually, that's the best way to be, too, Lee. If you're a writer and you're an actor, producer, you can kind of control your destiny a little bit. That's awesome. It's based on a graphic novel. That's awesome, Anthony. Keep it up, brother. You guys make no sense. Drew, then maybe you're not listening good enough. Open your ears. What's the number one secret? That's what we're going to reveal at the end of this. The number one secret to every filmmaker should know. We make no sense to Drew. Guys, what do you think about Drew saying we don't make no sense? Make films, don't talk about them. I do make films. We actually
you guys have bad haircuts. You don't like the vintage thing going, bro?
I mean, you don't like the do, bro?
I like it, bro. I like it.
I think I look pretty sexy. But no, let's just I want to touch on that a little bit. So right now we've got a show called Haunted Tours. We shot a full season of this, self-funded, did it ourselves, made it happen. Looks fantastic. You guys can look at that on hauntedtourstv.com. We got a feature film we're editing right now called Alone that we self-funded and worked with some people local. Looks beautiful. We got a documentary in the works right now. We've got another feature film that we're finding funding for. So got a lot of things going on, guys. Any questions? What else do we got here?
And I just want to say this. We so not a lot of people who are actually trying to come up to a certain level. Not a lot of people give advice like this.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of producers. I'm talking about producers at a level giving this kind of advice. And we feel like we never really had that mentor to kind of guide us. There were small mentors throughout we love the mad faces too. It really kind of, gets it going. So we appreciate the mad faces, appreciate the love.
Can we get some hearts? So we got to get a little.
We don't
hearts.
have to do this. We do this because we want to help. It's something about us. We've always kind of wanted to help people, So
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. So if you guys appreciate it, share the stream. Let other people hear it. Let other people be helped. And if you guys want to personally message us, so Drew, personally message us. Tell us what you don't like about us, and tell us what you do like about us. We'll do a video chat with you, Drew, if you're kind of struggling.
Because it sounds like you're having a hard time, Drew. You said you didn't understand. It didn't make sense. So maybe we can help it make sense. Shake that brain up a little bit. Gordy, what is going on? You either get in or you don't. I love it. Progress. Don't move on to be a producer. Progress. You get in and move on to be a producer. I like it. Good advice, Gordy. Drew's not himself when he's jelly. Jelly. I mean, get him, Kathy.
We can make a sandwich for you with some jelly on it.
No, Kathy's telling him he's jelly. Dan, what's going on? I'm more of an actor than a filmmaker, but if I want to edit my own stuff and learn as I go from YouTubers, is there a good startup program you guys recommend? Good. What's a good startup program, man?
For what?
For editing.
For editing.
Talk about maybe just start
This
editing.
is the biggest thing with editing, man, honestly. You just have to take a camera or take somebody else's stuff. So maybe find somebody who has a project and say, "Hey, I'll edit your stuff for free." This does
no.
things.
That's not what he's saying.
Oh,
no, he's saying
learn
this
to
is
edit.
more of an actor. He said, than a filmmaker. I want to edit my own stuff to learn as I go from YouTubers. What's a good program that you guys recommend?
Oh, to edit on?
What's an easy? What's a good easy starting
many.
program?
What do you have? If you have PC, Vegas, Sony Vegas is a good one. For Mac, I mean Final Cut, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, edited program is an editing program. I don't really get too involved in all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we've used Final Cut
I've used
Pro
the
X.
one.
He used a Final Cut. What was it? 7. Final
Yeah,
Cut 7. We got Vegas. We used Adobe. So we have a couple different things. I would say find what feels natural to you. The easiest one is probably like if you're just looking to get in and cut some stuff. Maybe like Movie Maker. I mean, iMovie or something like that. I mean, that's simplistic. I mean, it's not going to be great, but I mean, it's something to start getting started. Pro X is kind of like that. It's like an upgraded version of feels like of iMovie. So you can try that. Would you require for possible consideration for distribution? What would you require?
Distribution?
I mean, just send it our way. We'll take a look at it. It's just we like something that I mean. I like horror movies, thrillers. I mean, it just depends on the quality. If the quality's there, I mean, just send it our way. We'll take a look at it. You know, we're trying to help out, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, we also take the stuff to AFM and stuff like that. So, Pinky and the Brain, love it. I don't appreciate you from Drew. We appreciate you, Drew, for sharing the stream. For mistakes. Why are you using your self lens to broadcast this? Everything is backwards. You are right. You have many more mistakes to make before you qualify. Yeah, Bruce, not sure what the hell you mean, brother. We're straight on the lens, my friend. Appreciate your comment, though. And at the same time, that's what this is about, is making mistakes. So definitely look out some of the stuff we've done as far as, and you can see some of the mistakes. One of the projects we just worked on, I was a co-producer and first AD on, was a project with Burt Reynolds and Amy Smart called Apple of My Eye. You can check that one out. You can check out 10 Seconds to Run. You can check out House Guest. Check out the mistakes, because that's what it takes to get progression. That's what it takes to get better, learning what not to do from others or yourself. So, Bruce, thank you. I will keep making those mistakes. Hey guys, just jumped in. What's this about? Hey Anthony, this is about the #1 secret to filmmaking, which we're going to reveal. Am I getting mad? No, I never get mad. I get glad. What about East Coast? I love the East Coast. We're on the East Coast. We're in Tampa, Florida, guys. Gordy, I like you too. I have small scripts. Dan, good job, good job. Keep at it, Dan. PC, got PC?
PC, okay, it's a PC. Sony Vegas.
Hit film is very powerful and free to boot. Hit film is very powerful and free to boot. Hit film. Okay, so there's John's helping out a little bit. I'm a filmmaker from the UK. Hey, what's going on, Gordy? I want to be able to submit my stuff to film festival, but cool. Thanks, guys.
Film festival.
You want to be able, yeah. I mean, just submit it. I mean, get it done. Not sure. I know you were. I think it was Dan, the one that asked about the editing thing. Yeah, I mean, submit it. You know. Get your stuff lined up and start submitting, because that's the best way you're going to see results, or see what works or see what doesn't work. You know, I'm not a big believer on film festivals. I think for certain things it's good. The top 5 or 10 are good to hit. The other ones are good to hit, but it's more of a relationship building with networking with other people in the industry. You know, so that's kind of my 2 cents on the film festivals. Have a film might like. We are planning on taking it to Sundance. That's awesome, Anthony. You can send anything into jalbertbrothers@gmail.com if you guys want us to take a look at it. Give us a link to you, or send things to critique. I mean, yeah, just send it to our stuff, our messaging, jalbrothers@gmail, or just message us. We try to respond to everybody because, I mean, that's the biggest thing, like getting back to people and helping people and wherever we can. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, we can't help everybody. Some people aren't going to get it, but there are going to be one or two of you guys that, because you watch this and because you've heard something that we've said, you're going to go make your first feature film. And that, to us, like, that's fucking awesome. Like, that's amazing. Because you went and did it, and now you're going to do it again. And then you do it again. And then you get better and better and better. And then you just start killing it and crushing it. And before you know it, you're working in the industry and you're making money at what you love. And that's what it's about.
It's really reading between the lines, too, on things. You know, you might be looking for that one thing. But if you look, you know, between the lines, that's usually where it is. That's what we found to really help us in what we've been doing. You know, because we have our journey. Every filmmaker is different, and their journeys are always different. So if you're producing films, you're directing films, not every story is going to be the same.
No, it's not.
Every story is going to be different. So Anthony, his story is going to look a lot different than ours. You know, Kevin Smith, Quentin Tarantino,
Robert Rodriguez.
Their stories are all different.
Steven Spielberg.
They're all different. So you really got to find out what works for you and take the best advice. You know, this advice might not work for you. Some stuff might work. You know, Jack's story is going to be a lot different than ours. Are you guys annoyed?
Are you annoyed like me by the regulation Hollywood forces on movie goers?
Talk about this one a little bit.
Look, I mean, I don't really give a shit what Hollywood has to say on moviegoers, to be honest with you. I'm not really annoyed. I'm just trying to focus on what we're doing. Like, how can we make, okay, in this area, our ultimate goal is to be a Warner Brothers, Jalbert Brothers. We're going to be a studio. That's what we're working at. So we're putting the pieces in place to build that, okay? Produce fun films, make things happen. I want to help, okay? Some of you guys out there, if you come to me for funding and your shit's in place and you know what the hell you're doing, I want to be able to say, hey, I'm going to cut you a check. I like your fucking idea. I like what you're doing. Go make your film. That's what we want to ultimately do. So I don't give a shit what Hollywood's doing, to be honest with you. I care about what we're doing. Okay? How can we help you guys? And how can we help ourselves? How can we all work together in some way?
No, he pretty much said it for me. It's working together because we found that a lot of filmmakers, and you guys probably will agree with me on this, a lot of filmmakers, they want to kind of almost butt heads. They don't want to kind of come together. So how can I help Lewis, right? And how can I help Anthony and Drew and all these people? So definitely reach out to us, guys. Let us know like what you're having issues. Colin.
Hey, Colin.
So how can we help Colin? Colin, how can we help you? Is there any advice we can kind of help you? Now don't look for, hey, I want to take from these guys. I don't want to take from Colin. I don't know your situation. But maybe you can give me a piece of advice that's going to kind of bring me a little closer to where I want to be, right?
Yeah, or we can work together.
Thank you, Craig. We appreciate that. Hey, Craig, if you guys like this, you know, share the stream. You know, we give free advice because we felt like when we first started that it was kind of hard to find because Hollywood kind of wants to keep things secret. So we don't have to keep things secret. I'll tell you what we made our budgets for. I'll tell you what we spent. It doesn't matter.
So, I mean, the ultimate goal is to work with each other, guys. Definitely share the stream, like it, send it. I had something that somebody touched on I wanted to kind of talk about. So, Lewis says, do you guys think it would be best to make a feature film or create a few shorts? Well, Lewis, this depends, man. What have you done? Have you done a short already? I say go for the feature because what's going to happen is you're going to stretch yourself so much, okay? But if you do the feature, keep it simplistic. And instead of taking that, I don't know, $1,000 or $2,000 you're going to spend on a short, spend it on a feature, okay? But keep it simplistic, okay? We did a great interview with Chris Foster. He made a movie called Tethered on $2,000, okay? A feature film instead of going to film school. Great. Make sure you guys check it out. It's on our page, though. So if you guys want to see that, you got to actually go to Jalbert Brothers to check that out. So I don't know, guys, where you guys are viewing. Some of you from Jalbert Brothers, some of you from other groups, things like that. But make sure you check it out. You can learn a little bit more on that. But just go do it. Make a feature film.
Right. And also, if you guys like this, definitely go and like the Job Brothers page, because we share these live talks with these groups because we want to kind of talk to you guys. We want to interact, find out what your problems are. How can you help us? How can we help you? Because I feel like that's key. I feel like that's how you win. Like, things come back to you, right? You do good by people, they bring things back to you. We're not selling anything. All our movies are free on Amazon Prime if you have it.
And then, so Dominic, I mean, you're saying I'm looking for a check for 2 movies. Are you asking me to write a check? I have no reason to write a check. You haven't shown me nothing. You haven't proved to me anything. So send me your stuff. Show me what you've done. Maybe we'll write a check. Probably not. But I'm just saying, I'm just being real with you. So that's not how you pitch somebody.
Right. What would be
that's
the best
not the way to pitch anybody on a live stream and saying, hey, I'll take a check. You know what I mean? That's not going to get you anywhere. You know, you got to build a relationship with somebody you want money from. Okay? It's like when you meet a chick, or you meet a chick, you're like, I mean, are you going to get some from her for the first night? The skanks, maybe. I mean, not a girl that you want a relationship with, that you want to build something with. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. If you want to build a relationship with us, you got to build a relationship. It may take 2 years. It may take 3 years. It may take 4 years. It may take a year. It may take a couple months. That's what it's about. Building great relationships. I know you're a kid, and I'm just messing with you, brother. Where can I watch some of your films? Like we said, check us out on Amazon. We have projects on there.
Just to kind of wrap through those a little bit, because there's a lot of people on the stream right now, and they probably haven't heard the first part of the talk. We kind of got started as kids in our backyard shooting movies. The first feature film we shot was a film called House Guest. Okay? You look into the comments. The first film we shot was House Guest, starring Alex Vincent, Child's Play 1 and 2. Then we went on to do a pilot that we shot ourselves on a Canon 5D. It's called 10 Seconds to Run. It's a TV pilot. It's 50 minutes long. Okay? And then the next thing was a movie called Apple of My Eye, starring Burt Reynolds and Amy Smart, co-producer, first AD. We worked in the camera department. This was huge for us.
We learned a lot from that.
I
really appreciate the people that let me be a part of that. It was just a great learning experience. Like, it was top notch.
And it's keep going up the levels, right? So the next thing we did, we decided to kind of scale back, but not scale back, right? So we scaled back, we did our own project called Alone. And then simultaneously we did that, which is being edited right now. And what you see behind us is a haunted paranormal TV show that we did. How we got wrapped up into that, I have no idea.
And it's not... Also, share, like, show us some heart, show us some love, show us some mad faces if you're mad at us. You can give us that, okay, or the whatever you want, or the okay. But what we're trying to say is, you know, it's all a progression, guys. This is about getting better. This is about, what do you guys know that I don't know? What do I know that you don't know? And how can we work together to create our own studios, create our own Hollywood, and not have gatekeepers, guys? The problem is there's so many gatekeepers. How do you get your stuff to the right people? You know what I'm saying? You got to have a connection. So that's some of the things that we want to get rid of, and that we want to put a kind of a stop to in our own way. You know, we don't want to wait for a gatekeeper. I don't want somebody to give me permission to go make my movie.
No.
I'm going to go and, I'm going to take my glasses, I'm going to take my keys, I'm going to go make my movie.
Our biggest thing is nobody was just throwing money at us, right? So what do you do when no one's throwing money at you? Do you bitch about it? Do you complain? Are you like, dude, nobody will write me a check for $5 million to do my movie?
It's gonna be the next Spider-Man.
You've never directed anything, so go out, spend $1,000 of your hard-earned money. That's respect, right? And go produce a feature film, a 90-minute feature film. And if you say it can't be done, we did it.
We did it.
So we only talk from experience. So anything that we can kind of help, motivate you and push you in the right direction. This could not help you. This could be like shit for you. So. But we're just giving you our
something out of it.
Did you get any more comments from me?
My thing went down. So, be the kind of people you want to work with. Love it, Kathy. Be the kind of people you want to work with. I totally agree with that.
Being a good person.
You got to be a great person. Lewis, I'm creating my first 2 shorts weeks. Film school, I've been heard. Sure. Industry, I should just invest and when spending for film school. Yeah, I mean, if you're already in film school, you're kind of already doing it. But I mean, I would suggest taking that money and go making a feature film and then making another feature film, and because you're going to learn so much. And I will suggest a course to take. There is a course that I suggest to take, and I don't know if he's even watching right now. He may not be. But Dove S. Simmons, okay, has a great course. It's a 2-day or 3-day?
3-day.
3-day. You can do it online. You can do it through DVD. You can even go in person. But he has a great course that gives you a really good overview, and then you just go make a movie. Go make a feature film. And it's not going to be great, but you'll make something, and you'll get better and better and better, and you'll be working in the industry.
And the thing is, to make a movie for $1,000, you can't get over nitpicky about it. You can't get too attached to the project. You have to have the mindset of, I'm just going to make this, and I'm going to spend 6 months doing it, I'm going to get it done. So, one location, one actor. If you can get creative with one location, one actor, you stretch yourself. You become a lot better as a director. I mean, and then the actors will want to do it. You can get a good actor, you know?
So Lewis says, I would love if you could review my script. A bunch of dope concepts. It's just getting it to the masses. Lewis, look, I'm going to be 100% with you. I'm going to probably hurt your feelings. And I'm not trying to, but I'm just trying to be honest with you, Lewis. Okay? And I don't want to hurt your feelings.
No one's being honest in Hollywood.
Okay? I don't have time to read your script right now. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. Like, I'm doing this to try to get you guys to go do it yourself. That's all. That's what we want. We want you guys to go do it yourself. Because maybe we can work together someday, but as of right now, I don't have the time to focus on that, if that makes sense. I will look at some stuff if it's sent to me, but a full script is a lot. So, if you send me a log line, I'll read the log line. If it's cool and it makes sense and I'm looking for a script at the time, then yeah, we can talk. But as far as right now, it's just I can't, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just real shit.
A better way, like he said, we interviewed a guy named Chris Foster. He has a movie called Tethered. The thing about this is, he went out and made a movie for $2,000. We found him. So I want you to think about that for a second. So who'd you just answer? Whose question you just answered?
That was, I think, Lewis. That was Lewis.
Lewis. So I would suggest to spend $1,000 to $2,000. If you can do it cheaper, dude, do it cheaper, right? So go make the movie, then send us the trailer. That would get our interest, because we have this project behind us that we're doing right now, and we're editing a film, and we're doing a documentary, and we're opening something else.
So when they said feature film here for $2,000, this is Dan's comment. Did you mostly go towards editing and feeding the cast and crew? Editing, no, because Jake does editing. But yes, feeding the cast and crew, when you're on that type of budget, is mainly going to be
your whole budget.
It's going to be your whole budget. I mean, that's just the truth. So you can pay people and you can do certain things, because we try to pay everybody. You know, whether it's gas money or something, we try to give something in barter or whatever. It depends on the project. You know, if we got the money to pay everybody their rates, guess what? They're going to get paid them rates. But we're finding people that are passionate about what they want to do and they want to learn. That's what it's about. We're still going through the process. We're still learning. We're learning every day. You're going to be learning every day. Shit, we talked about this last one with Steven Spielberg. He's still learning. So it's just a continuation of learning and getting better and finding out what somebody's going to be appealed to. You know, what is the audience going to like?
I want to thank
you for the heart.
Thank you, Dan. Dan, we appreciate this.
The man.
Send us a personal message too, man. Any questions you have. We appreciate all the love you're giving us. If you love this, man, share the stream. That really helps us. We're not selling anything. We're just giving free advice, because, you know, I wish more people would have done that for us. And there has been a couple, and you got to build trust with people and kind of do your thing. But let's get to some more questions here. Thank you for the reply. Hey, thank you, man, for everything. You're planning on doing a short superhero movie for a student project based on characters I created. That's awesome, dude.
Do it.
That's awesome. Thoughts about it? Just do it. Do it to the best of your ability that you possibly can, man. And then do a feature after that.
You know, it'd be even better. Check this out. Now, I don't know if you can do this. You got enough time, but make it a feature and then surprise the hell out of your teacher by making a full feature film instead of the short. Like, you might get some extra credit there.
Right, and that's thinking outside the box a little bit. And maybe make T-shirts and then sell them at your school. Like, just really think of what people ain't doing and how you can capitalize on certain things. Hello, I already commented. Thank you, Brian, for commenting. We really appreciate that. He's an executive producer for a horror convention in
awesome.
North California. Producer...
Horror, vampire, film star, Child's Play. Alex Vincent! Alex Vincent's our boy, man.
He was actually in our first feature film house guest.
Film.
Need budget to complete in post. Thank you. Let's see.
Well, if you're executive producer, you got that money to finish that, right?
Hey, reach out to us, man. Message us. We have an editor. We have an editing team. Maybe we can work together or barter or something.
Yeah, maybe we can barter or something. Reach
Real
out to
talk.
us.
Lewis, thank you. You're Real Talk.
Lewis.
Just get it done. Love it. That's key. Just get it done.
It's all about doing it. You can talk about it all day. It's just about putting your shades on, getting your keys, jumping in the car, and go.
Anthony said he'll drive to Florida. Or we can
Anthony.
meet halfway. Well, the thing is, you have to make it for the person that you want to be involved with. You got to make it easy as possible, right? So, trying to make us drive halfway, I'm not sure why we would. No, there's no disrespect or anything. I gotta finish reading the comment, but I have been working as a full-time actor. That's awesome.
Print model.
About 10 years now.
Yeah, well, send us your stuff. If you guys got demo reels, right? If you're an actor and you want to be in our stuff, do we have the email list set up? Join our email list. VIP list. Somebody's calling in. Join our VIP list. Okay? Because we post, if we're looking for anything, writers, actors, directors, whatever we're looking for, crew, we do that first. We put a post out to those guys first. So if you want that, go to jalbertbrothers.com. You can look where the submit button, but look for, is it the submit?
Just go on our website, enter your email. It's that
Enter your
simple.
email. Not fucking around, crew.
So,
Join it.
yeah, it's not that complicated. Katie Taylor, thank you. My teeth are looking amazing. And I got my Hollister shirt on. I miss your face, too. I have not been to the gym in a while. That gym. I go to a different gym.
Katie?
Thank you. Katie Taylor.
Do I know Katie Taylor? I don't know Katie.
She was a personal trainer at Beachfront Fitness.
Oh, yeah. Katie.
Direct message me through the page. Yes, direct message us through Jalbert Brothers page. That would be awesome.
Definitely check us out. I appreciate Todd doing a little self-promo. We love that, Todd. Promo yourself. You guys can comment on this and promo your stuff. If you want to post like a link to your trailer, like do it. You know what I mean? Like post a link to your website. Like the more the better. I mean, it's about getting people to see this. People will work together somehow in some ways. So share it, like it, send us some hearts. We love the hearts.
Todd, that's awesome that you're a full-time actor, man. Yeah, send us your demo reel, man. We're always looking for actors. I don't know where you're at.
Join the VIP list, too. That's super important if you do that.
Anthony's got to get going. Hey, Anthony, appreciate you, man. Share the stream so you can kind of show us some love. That would be amazing. Network with me in NYC. I would love to come to NYC, I'll be honest with you. I can't wait to go to NYC.
We were just kind of up in that area. We were up in Massachusetts area.
Yeah. So, definitely, and you just got to go do it. You know what I'm saying? You just have to get started, and you've got to be willing to sacrifice certain things, Yep. And I think that's key. Can you give... Oh, we're getting some comments coming in. Thank you for all the hearts. Definitely share this and go and like the Jalbert Brothers page if you guys like what you fucking hear. Right? Can you please give me a brief of what live is about? Just got in. This live stream, you want to give them a brief overview of the live stream?
So basically what we're trying to talk about is the number one secret to filmmaking and what that is. And we love interaction. We love getting what do you guys think it is? That's what it's about too. Maybe you know something I don't know, but I'm going to tell you. Do you want to tell them the number one secret?
I think they already know what it is.
Do they know? Who knows what the number one secret is? I want to see some comments of what you guys think it is. And when I see the right comment that I feel that's in line with me.
Because I think everybody's...
Cell text is great too.
Cell text. Everybody's thing is going to be different. Lee, thank you. Chase, thank you. I think cell text is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Use cell text
It's
for
a good writing
screenwriting.
program.
Gotta go. Hey, thank you, Lee. If you like this, like the page, share it.
Make sure you share it before
And
you go.
make sure you like Jalbert Brothers. Thank
Appreciate
you,
the
guys.
love. Appreciate
Craig.
the love.
We
Hey,
appreciate
Craig.
you, man. It's all about helping each other. I agree 100%, man. And you got to be willing to fail to succeed. So I don't really like calling it failing. I like it's like a baby trying to walk. Does it fail every time it falls? It's learning, right? It's learning how to become a boy. It's learning how to become a man. You're learning to become a filmmaker, producer,
Or female,
entrepreneur.
or girl. You know,
The number one
ladies
secret
out.
to anything is to start doing.
Who said that?
Nor. That's the first one.
Nor, you are right on the motherfucking money. That is the secret to anything in life. You know what to do. You already know what to do. Stop thinking about it. Stop pondering on it. Go do it.
Any other producers
Number one secret.
that want to work with me or on my Halloween remake? Yeah, anybody want to work with Colin? Dude, reach out to Colin. If he's looking for producers and different people to help him, hey, Colin, reach out to us.
Yeah, Colin, what are you What are you looking for? Are you looking for just producers?
Are you looking for
Are you looking
money?
for money? Tell people, specify what you're looking for, so somebody that's in the stream or in the thing could say, "Yeah, Colin, you know, I would love to help you out. Where are you located?" You know what I'm saying? So it's all about helping each other out. It's all about working together in some ways, teaming up, making it happen.
And direct message us. I respond back to everybody. Just make it within reason, and please don't type something
Don't
this
write
long.
like that. It's hard to read.
Keep it simple at
We're
first.
We're SLD. We're a little slow.
We're slow. We don't like reading a lot. I love reading, but you know what I mean. Like, just keep it short and sweet, and then we'll keep kind of going with it and find out. And be direct to the point. If you need money, tell us you need money. I'll tell you I can't fund your shit.
Also, make sure you guys check out Haunted Tours. I think you guys will really enjoy that. If you're in the paranormal, the haunted stuff, like, make sure you give a like to that page, Haunted Tours. It's on our Facebook and stuff like that. You guys can see the teaser. It's going to be dropping in October.
So, any last questions? I think we're going to wrap this up within here a couple minutes because we actually have to get some stuff done, but we wanted to kind of jump on real quick and get this done. So, any last questions, any last shares, please share the stream if you guys like it. Like I said, this is free information. This is kind of, I guess, a mentorship for you, for us. You help us, we help you. We find out what your problems are. And you can ask us what we feel like our biggest problems are right now.
Yeah.
So, you're an aspiring filmmaker. You're only 15? Dude, you have it made if you're only 15.
That's when we started. No, before that, but no, right around that area, right?
Does anyone know how to connect with composers? Dude, composers hit me up all the time. So, reach out to us. If anybody is a composer, Nor here is looking for somebody. I'm sure he's an amazing filmmaker because you just said you want to go places. Like, dude, you're already going places.
Let's just say this. You're 15, right? You're trying to tell me there's not somebody in your school that's in band or something like that that knows how to play music that wouldn't just team up with you just to make a movie? There's got to be. There's got to be. For free. They're not going to worry about money at this point, I don't think, at your age, at 15 and stuff.
And you know what? As far as composing, like, there's a lot of free, royalty-free music. Like, just go with that if you have to. You know what I'm saying?
Dan, we would love to have you act in one of our films, but we got to see you first, man. Make sure you send a demo reel to us. We'll check it out. Send some hearts, send some likes. Make sure you share the stream and let your peeps know about us.
This is a big thing about us. We want to. Our biggest thing is we ultimately want to, like, break people out. We want to be like, you know, the Blumhouse, you know, and do one location scripts, really story driven, one actor, two actors. Take a really good actor that we believe has something about them. Could be Dan, could be Colin, could be anybody, dude. Like, directors, same way. We want to do that as well. So it's all about helping, you know. A lot of people want to rip you down, but, like, let's do it together.
So on that note,
Message us, Colin. Thank you.
make sure you share it. We're gonna get ready to go. Like the stream. Let your people know about us.
What's the biggest secret? Tell
the
them the
number
secret.
one
Leave
secret
that.
is just taking action, guys. You just have to start moving, and there's no secret. Like, that's the biggest thing. There's no secret. It's just moving forward. Okay, it's just getting better, and you got to do it every day. If you do a little bit and you stop for a month or two, you're gonna lose all you gained. You got to just keep up be consistent in what you're doing. Do a little bit every day. That's the secret.
So it's
There's no
like
secret.
the story from the beginning. If you guys didn't tune in from the beginning, when we were kids, we just got started. We didn't overthink it. We didn't think about money. We didn't think about supplies.
Or being famous.
Being famous. We had one little camera. We edited in the camera. We had no fucking excuses. We just did it. And we had a 30-minute short film that we did when we were kids. We didn't even know what a short film was. So, you know, looking back, it's like, that's all it takes, dude.
And you know what's funny? I actually paid back then to do movies. I paid to do movies. Because I would literally, just to get the camera from my dad, I would have to work for free for a day or like do the dishes and shit like that. So I actually had to put in work to get the camera. So do what you love, what you're passionate about. I love the hearts. We love you. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the likes, you guys. If you guys really want to follow what we're doing, we post most of our stuff on our Facebook page. We do these lives because they're great, but we post more in-depth stuff and we post more personal stuff on that, even on our Snapchats. If you guys go to our page, you can add us on Snapchat, and you actually see what we do day to day. You know what I mean? Like what we're in the office or we're doing, you know what I'm saying? So definitely add us. Stay in contact with us. Peace. We are out.
Jalbert Brothers, we are the not fucking around crew, so stop fucking around and go make your film, please.